Well, as far back as I can remember, I was always a fast bowler. From the first game I played, I guess that's what I wanted to be. The way to hold the ball when you're fast bowler is thumb on the bottom, on the seam, forefinger, middle finger, just each side of the ball, just nice and relaxed. You don't want to hold the ball too tight, okay? So just nice and relaxed.
Bill for a catch behind, he's gone. McGrath's struck.
With the outswinger, what you do is spread the fingers each side of the seam, point the seam to about first slip, okay? And as you come into bowl, the fingers come down behind the seam, make sure the seam comes out straight, and then as it goes down, it'll swing away from the right-handed batsman and into a left-handed batsman. Okay, when bowling an outswinger, and the ball's swinging nicely, it's usually best to start it about middle off stump, okay? You don't want to go too far to leg side because it's easy to work off the pads. If you go too wide, then it swings too much and it's out of reach of the batsman. So usually about middle off stump and fairly well pitched up, so bringing the batsman forward, driving. That's your best chance to get caught behind, caught in the slips.
He does it again. Got him this time, a beautiful over. Superbly bowled. That is the perfect outswinger. Nothing wrong with that ball. It pitched and it swung, and Gooch has fallen for it, got an edge straight through to Healy. England 1 for 1.
You're out there to bowl as fast as you can, and you know, sometimes you bowl at the batsman, and if they get hit, then I guess you could call that sort of aggression in some form. So I guess you do have to be aggressive, to be a fast bowler. You know, it definitely helps.
That's more like it. He'll feel happier with that. It didn't do any real damage, Michael Atherton, just trying to get him off balance. That's what fast bowling's all about. Mix up your length. Don't mess around with your line too much, but
with the Inswinger, it's exactly the same but the opposite. Point to fine leg. So when the ball comes out, fingers behind the seam again, and the ball will swing into the right-hander.
That's the end of it. Huge swipe. So the West Indies in no mood here to extend the match any further.
There's always pressure on you to perform. There's always guys breathing down your neck. You know, if you have a bad game, then they may get in front of you. You know, it keeps you on your toes all the time. You know, sort of focused in what you're doing out there and basically what you're trying to achieve. So you know, it's good to have that pressure here. Sort of keeps your adrenaline going and you know, keep you playing well. With off cutter, leg cutter, the way I hold it is just seam pointing straight down. For the off cutter, as the ball comes over, just your fingers roll down the right hand side of the ball. Okay, and then when it hits the wicket, it cuts towards it, back into the right hand batsman. Give it to them.
For the decision, very late, very belated decision from umpire Cumberbatch, and now he has his me show.
You can't concentrate for 6 hours non-stop a day. It's not physically possible. So, you know, as a bowler turns around to run in and bowl, you know, that's when you start concentrating. Or if I'm bowling, then as soon as I turn around to bowl, that's you know, that's when you sort of really concentrate. And then in between balls, you just try to relax, have a look around, and just relax that way. And with the leg cutter, same grip, but you roll the fingers down the other side of the ball, down the left-hand side of the ball. When the ball hits a wicket, go away from the right-handed batsman.
That's the end of the innings. Murray goes. The West Indies are all out for 195.
It's time to get busy.
No problem.
My first Test wicket was here in Perth. We were playing New Zealand. It was Mark Greatbatch.
Got him, yes, caught behind. A big nick there, and McGrath's struck. That's his first Test wicket.
So we just finished batting, and we came out to bowl, and my first ball was pretty much sort of similar to the ball I got him out on. You know, it was just a bit short of a good length, and it just bounced a bit and just went away from him, and he played a miss. And about 3 or 4 overs later, exactly the same ball, but this time he edged it. Ian Hill, he caught it, and you know, that was the start of it all.
Terrific start there for the young New South Wales player. His mother in the crowd will be enjoying that, seeing her son's first wicket in Test cricket, and a very good delivery, just moving off the seam. And that's exactly how you would want to get your first wicket in Test cricket, with an edge through to the keeper. Glenn McGrath gets his first victim.
With the slower ball, the way I do it, just hold it normally, coming in the ball, and just let it roll out the back of my hand. And that's why it comes to the batsman slower, and just a change of pace can usually get the batsman out.
Oh, that could be out. That's a real steepler. Tim Nay's under it. It's a big steepler, and he's caught it. Terrific catch. Good catch. Excellent judgment. Craig McDermott deceiving Carl Hooper. Slower ball, so he got under it, steepled it up in the air, and well judged in the air.
So I listen to what everybody says, and then I give it try it out in the nets or try it out somewhere. And you know, if it works for me, then great, I keep that. But if it doesn't, then you just sort of disregard that, and then you know, just keep going. So you know, it's funny how many things you can pick up by what people tell you sort of off the field. So that's where you can learn most of the stuff. The best thing with swinging the ball is you have to get the ball up there, okay, as full as possible without being a half volley, and give the ball a chance to swing.
Oh, what a beautiful delivery that was. The Yorker must have just missed by a coat of varnish.
When swinging the ball has a shiny side. We'll say that the kookaburra is the shiny side and the other side's the rough side, okay? When bowling ball for an outswinger, shiny side's on the inside, okay? The rough side's pointing on the outside. So that when the ball goes down, shiny side hits the wind, goes through the wind a bit better, and just pulls it around. So, and vice versa for the inswinger, shiny side's on the outside and the rough side's on the inside, so it swings in that way. I guess my long-term goal is to play Test cricket for Australia as long as I can, and basically my short-term ones is just play well enough this Test so I play the next Test. So you know, you try not to look too far ahead, because then I think you put added pressure on yourself. So I just try to concentrate on the game at hand and do the best I can there. When a batsman is set at the crease and he's scoring runs sort of quite freely, the best thing to do is try sort of a few variations, whether it's a bouncer, Yorker, slower ball, or even around the wicket. Sometimes to a left-hander who's batting pretty well, I come around the wicket. It just changes the line a bit and gives you more of a chance. It's something new, the batsman hasn't seen, so you know, you're basically working to get the batsman out all the time. Bowl as close as you can to the wicket, okay? So then the swing comes into play. But if the batsman's set, you can also try bowling wide of the crease. It's just different angle to the batsman. Always work hard. If you get a chance to improve or try something different, you know, take that, because that could be the edge that gives you over somebody else. So, you know, and when you do get your chance, make sure you grab it with both hands.
Gone! And McGrath has struck back, showing tremendous mental discipline there.
As long as you're having fun, then you'll enjoy it more, and more than likely you'll play better. So, you know, I think that's the whole idea about playing cricket, whether you're playing at school level, grade level, or even Test cricket. So the main thing is to enjoy yourself.
This is the typical field a captain might set for a fast bowler. Of course, there are plenty of variations depending on the batsman at the crease and the state of the game.